Going to ask the next question now. Question number 3. In 2003, City Council approved adoption of the Center City Master Plan as a document to help guide development in the downtown. Currently, this plan cannot be found on the city's website, and there are mixed opinions as to whether Rochester has a real city plan in place. Most other successful cities around the country work from vision plans with an accompanying process for implementation that is keeping their center cities competitive in the 21st century. How will you foster Rochester's ability to compete? Do you have a vision for the design, density, and beauty of our city? And would you as mayor support updating, implementing, and making a center city plan visible to help revitalize downtown? Bill Johnson.
In the first place, the people at Jasana neighborhood would be mighty surprised to know that they were involved in a participatory process. That does not involve, Mr. Richards, developing a plan at City Hall and then taking it out to the neighborhood and asking people what they think about it. It means starting with a blank sheet of paper and allowing people from the beginning to be involved. And on Renaissance Square, isn't that amazing that you would cite that? That was part of the Center City master plan. You said it had no money? The County of Monroe put $23 million into the design of that project that went up into smoke when Mayor Duffy and the City Council withdrew that support for it. And what about the $150 million of federal and state funds that were developed for that project that had to be turned back so that another city, rather than ours, can use that money to improve their downtowns? No, sir. My concept of citizen participation is from the beginning, not after you've done your work in City Hall and then tried it out for rubber stamp approval. And so, I will bring back the Center City Master Plan. We will find it wherever you've hidden it. We'll bring it back and we will implement it.
Tom Richards, remember to press the button, Tom.
I do remember to push the button this time. We could argue about that till we're blue in the face here, but let's try to answer the question here that's on the table. One of the good things that's going on in the city right now, and this is a change, is we do have a number of projects that are competing for our attention. If you look at the last decade in the city of Rochester, we didn't lack for plans, we lacked for action. And we finally have gotten to the point now where, in fact, there are competing opportunities that we can choose from. That's where we need to be, and it's a good place to be. That nonetheless means that, and many of those projects are consistent, for instance, with the central planning that went on for quite some time. Focusing on downtown development, reactivating the river resources, improving the commercial corridors like you see in South Avenue and Mount Hope, and gateways to the neighborhoods. All of those things are underway. But however, as I said before, we now are at the point, now that we have these opportunities, to go back to that plan, plug these opportunities, both those things proposed and those things underway, into that plan, improve it with 3D modeling and other things that are really the modern state of the art for that kind of planning that were not available when it was done, and see where we stand. With a strong dose of financial reality in the plans that we make.
Alex White?
Midtown Plaza, Xerox Tower, Chase Tower, Hyatt Hotel, the Convention Center, Frontier Field, Bausch and Lomb Building. These are just a few of the projects that we're going to rejuvenate and save downtown. None of them did, in case you haven't noticed. Yet, it seems we continue to want to pile money in stacks downtown on the hope that it will work that miracle we've been waiting for. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's time that we took a look at our center city and decided that the old idea of a commercial center with entertainment and business areas is no longer viable, nor is it what I think we want. Further, presently our tax structure encourages parking lots and vacant spaces downtown. We need to relook. We need to look again at how we raise money, how we govern, and how we control areas of the downtown so that we can encourage development rather than the parking lots. It's time to envision a downtown centered upon institutions which are going to stick around, like schools and government. We can have some commercial and retail surrounding this, but it should be done with private investment. And our public investment should be create parks, public spaces, and we should then try to fill downtown with enough residential to support this. We must, with all of our projects, there's an opportunity to spend that money on something else. When we're going to spend $34 million to help out a company like Paytech, we have to ask ourselves, what else could we have gotten? And what would that have done to a plan if we had one? We need to consider that our future is going to be different, and we need a plan to make sure that we're preparing for that. Thank you.